Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You're all the reasons why this keeps going. Join the Legion today at patreon.com/63rdlegion for free and help decide next week's new character. Joining my paid tiers allows you early access to my content, a shout out in my videos, homebrew D&D items for your games, and a chance to play some D&D in the Patreon community. Time to venture into Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. From Five Nights at Freddy, it's William Afton, better known as Springtrap. William Afton was a genius businessman and engineer, creating both Afton Robotics and Fazbear Entertainment. He was riding high, but after losing his son in a freak accident, Afton fell into darkness, becoming a serial killer who used his many businesses to hide the bodies of the young ones he ended. It was the ghosts of these young ones that caused the demise of Afton. Hiding inside of a suit for a character called Springtime Bonnie, Afton escaped his victim's ghost until the mechanical suit's spring-lock system glitched because of a moisture problem. Afton suffered a slow and agonizing death, unknown to everyone, but that wasn't the end. Much like the spirits of his victims who now lived within the bodies of Afton's animatronics, Afton returned as a machine, Springtrap. With his new body, Afton is practically unkillable. Though he can be put down, as long as his body remains trapped inside the spring suit, he can return if someone repairs it. His new body also comes with more perks, as now he no longer requires the essentials to live, but he is also incredibly strong and durable. Of course, due to his undead nature, Afton has also been gifted with more abilities, such as his ability to induce hallucinations, fear, and even teleport short distances. Even with these abilities, Afton is a master manipulator. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook and Forge of the Artificer, if it's out. We're using standard point array to keep things simple, and we are not multi-classing, so this will be easy. Make Intelligence 15, Dex 14, Charisma 13, Strength 12, Con 10, and we're going to be dumping Wisdom with an 8 because you needed therapy really bad and now you're just trapped in a mechanical suit. Afton was a human, but Springtrap is a machine. Warforged from Forge is perfect. Constructed Resilience gives you advantage on all saving throws against poison. Sentry's Rest makes it so you don't sleep and can't be put to sleep magically. Your long rests are 6 hours long, where you are completely aware of everything. Integrated Protection adds +1 to your AC and makes your armor part of your skin. Tireless means you can survive without food, water, or air without negative effects. To finish out your lineage, you know the language Common and 2 more of your choice. For background, place +2 into Dex and +1 into Intelligence. For your origin feat, Tough gives you double your current character level in HP and then adds +2 HP to every level after. For skills, grab Arcana and Athletics. To finish out your background, grab Tinkerer's Tools to help maintain your body. Level 1 rogues start things off with 4 skills. Grab Stealth, Deception, Intimidation, and Persuasion. You are proficient in simple weapons, martial weapons with the light or finesse properties, light armor, thieves' tools, and the saving throws Dex and Intelligence. Expertise grants you double the proficiency bonus to 2 skills you are proficient with. Place this into Stealth and Deception. Sneak Attack lets you add damage to your attacks. Once per turn, when you hit with a finesse or ranged weapon while you have advantage on the attack or an ally is within 5 feet of your target, you deal an extra 1d6 damage. Thieves' Cant gives you the coded language Thieves' Cant in another language of your choice. Weapon Mastery improves your weapon skills. At the end of a long rest, you choose 2 weapons you are proficient with, and now when you use them, you can use their Weapon Mastery property. For some weapons you'll use, Short Sword and Hand Axe give you Vex, which gives you advantage on your next attack against a creature you've hit with this weapon before the end of your turn. Yeah, I'm talking about hand axes because of Dead by Daylight. Not sure if you ever had them anywhere else, but yeah. Level 2 rogues gain Cunning Action. Dash, Disengage, and Hide are bonus actions for you. Level 3 rogues now have access to their subclass. Arcane Trickster from the Player's Handbook is going to give you your spirit powers. Spellcasting makes you a quartercaster. This means you will learn spells slower and will never reach past 4th level spells, but you'll still get everything you need. Intelligence is your spellcasting modifier. You regain used spell slots at the end of a long rest, and you are starting off with 2 cantrips and 3 first level spells. You also automatically get the cantrip Mage Hand. This lets you summon a spectral hand out to 30 feet for 1 minute that can perform simple interactions like lift objects that weigh no more than 10 pounds but can't attack. Mage Hand Ledgerman lets you cast Mage Hand as a bonus action. It is now invisible for you, and you can perform sleight of hand checks with it, like for picking locks. Your sneak attack is now 2d6 extra damage. For your spells, Chill Touch is a melee spell attack where you deal 1d10 necrotic damage on a hit, and now the target can't regain HP until the end of your next turn. Mending allows you to repair simple breaks or tears in non-magical items. False Life boosts your durability by giving you 2d4 plus 4 temp HP, and you can upcast this to plus 5 temp HP for every level you add. Long Strider lets you rush down your targets, adding plus 10 to your total movement for 1 hour. Silent Image allows you to craft hallucinations to torment people for 10 minutes while you maintain this spell. This creates an illusion that can fit within a 15-foot cube. The illusion is purely visual and has no other sensory effects. With an action, you can cause the illusion to move or change its appearance. Level 4 rogues earn our first ability score improvement. Bump up dex for better stealth because you are a big heavy machine. Oh, also AC, attack, and damage. For your new spell, Shield adds plus 5 to your AC as a reaction and automatically stops Magic Missile from hitting you for 1 turn. Level 5 rogues unlock Cunning Strikes. Now, once per turn, when you use Sneak Attack, you can subtract the extra damage dice to add effects to the attack. If the Cunning Strike has a DC, it's based around your dex, not intelligence like your spellcasting modifier, like your spell DC is. For these effects, Trip costs 1d6 and you force a dex save if they are a size large or smaller, giving them the prone condition if they fail. Withdraw costs 1d6, and after you damage them, you can move up to half your total speed without provoking an attack of opportunity. Poison is 1d6, and if you have the Poisoner's Kit, you force a con save, and if they fail, they have the poison condition for 1 minute and can retake the save at the end of each of their turns to end the condition. Uncanny Dodge lets you reduce damage you take from an attack with a reaction, reducing it to half. Your sneak attack is now 3d6 extra damage. You've hit character level 5, raise your proficiency bonus to plus 3. Chill Touch now deals 2d10 necrotic damage. Level 6 rogues receive another 2 expertise. Place this into Deception and Intimidation. Level 7 rogues learn Evasion. Now when you aren't incapacitated and you succeed on a dex save, you take no damage and only half on a failure. Reliable Talent improves your skills. Now when you take a d20 test for a skill or tool you are proficient with, a result of 9 or lower automatically counts as 10. Your sneak attack is now 4d6 extra damage. You also now have second level spells. For your new spell, Invisibility gives you the invisible condition for 1 hour while you maintain the spell. This will end early if you attack, deal damage, or cast a spell. Level 8 rogues earn another ability score improvement. Let's raise intelligence for a better spell DC and attack. For your new spell, Misty Step is a 30-foot teleportation that you make with a bonus action. Level 9 Arcane Trickster rogues now have Magical Ambush. If you have the invisible condition, when you cast a spell at a creature, the creature has disadvantage on the saving throw. Remember, you get the invisible condition from a DC 15 hide check or your spell invisibility. Your sneak attack is now 5d6 extra damage. Your character level 9 bring your proficiency bonus to plus 4. Level 10 rogues earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Dex. For your new spells, Arcane Vigor lets you roll 2 of your hit dice as a bonus action, healing yourself by the hit dice and adding your intelligence modifier. You also get your final cantrip here, Have Fun Choosing. Level 11 rogues gain improved Cunning Strikes. You can now add 2 different Cunning Strikes, but still must pay for both when you use Sneak Attack. Your Sneak Attack is now 6d6 extra damage. For your new spell, Crown of Madness unleashes severe hallucinations. Targeting a humanoid within 120 feet, you force a Wisdom save. If they fail, they gain the Charm condition for 1 minute while you maintain this spell. While charmed, it must use its action before moving to attack a creature other than itself within range. If it can't make an attack, it acts normal. At the end of each of its turns, it may retake the save to end the spell on a success, and you must use your action to maintain the spell. You've hit character level 11. Chill Touch now deals 3d10 necrotic damage. Level 12 rogues earn another ability score improvement to cap off intelligence. Level 13 Arcane Trickster rogues unlock Versatile Trickster. Now when you use the Trip Cunning action, you can use the same Cunning action to a creature within 5 feet of your mage hand. Your sneak attack is 7d6 extra damage. You also have 3rd level spells. For your new spell, Fear unleashes a 30-foot cone from you. Each creature within it must make a wisdom save, and if they fail, they drop whatever they are holding and gain the frightened condition for 1 minute while you maintain the spell. They must now use their action to dash away from you unless it can't run. They can only retake the save once they break line of sight from you, ending the spell on a success. You are now character level 13, bump up your proficiency bonus to +5. Level 14 rogues learn Devious Strikes. You gain 3 new cunning actions for you to use. For these, Daze cost 2d6 and forces a con save. If they failed, they can now only do one thing on their following turn. They can move, take an action, or take a bonus action. Obscure costs 3d6 and forces a dex save, giving them the blinded condition if they fail until their next turn. Knockout costs 6d6 and forces a con save. If they fail, they are unconscious for 1 minute or until they take damage, and they can retake the save at the end of each of their turns. For your new spell, Non-Detection protects you from divination spells and magical scrying devices for 8 hours. Level 15 rogues have a Slippery Mind. You are now proficient in Wisdom and Charisma saving throws. Your sneak attack is now 8d6 extra damage. Level 16 rogues earn another ability score improvement, bump up con for more health and concentration. For your new spell, Darkness fills a 15-foot radius sphere with pure magical darkness for 10 minutes while you maintain the spell. Nothing can see through it even with dark vision, and no magical light can pierce it unless it is 3rd level or higher. Level 17 Arcane Trickster rogues get their final subclass feature, Spell Thief. Now when a creature casts a spell that targets you or an area you are in, you can use your reaction to force an intelligence save. If they fail, the spell stops, and now you can cast the spell yourself if it is within the wizard's spell list, and a level that you can cast. You can cast this for 8 hours, and while you have it, the creature can't cast it. You can use this feature once per long rest. Your sneak attack is now 9d6 extra damage. You've reached the final milestone, character level 17. Max out your proficiency bonus at +6. Chill Touch now deals 4d10 necrotic damage. Level 18 rogues gain Elusive. Now, no attack rolls against you can be at advantage unless you are incapacitated. Level 19 rogues earn an epic boon. For your boon, Boon of the Night Spirit adds +1 to your charisma and then really is going to help you out. Now when you are within dim light or darkness, you can give yourself the invisible condition with a bonus action. This condition ends if you take an action, bonus action, or reaction. Also, when in dim light or darkness, you have resistance to all damage except for radiant. Your sneak attack is now maxed out at 10d6 extra damage. You also have 4th level spells. For your new spell, Arcane Eye allows you to create an invisible and invulnerable camera out to 30 feet from you for 1 hour while you maintain this spell. With a bonus action, you can move the camera 30 feet in any direction, can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter, it has dark vision out to 30 feet, and you can see through this camera at all times in every direction. Our final level is level 20 rogue, and you receive Stroke of Luck. Now, when you fail a d20 test, you can instead pass the roll with a nat 20. You can use this once per short or long rest. For your final spell, let's have a little fun. Summon Construct calls forth another animatronic to you, maybe Mimic. This construct stays for 1 hour while you maintain the spell, and is friendly to you and obeys your commands. When you summon it, you choose its form to determine its abilities. Choosing Metal, it burns with heat, dealing 1d10 fire damage when it is hit with a melee attack or is grappled. Now that we've reached level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 12, Dex 20, Con 12, Intelligence 20, Wisdom 8, Charisma 14. Let's dive in. You're a metal dude that weighs several hundred pounds, but you're pretty damn sneaky. Your stealth is plus 17, can never be lower than 27 on the roll, you can go invisible, you can't be targeted by tracking or spying spells. While in darkness, you have resistance to most damage. When invisible, you can cause saving throws to be at disadvantage, and you can teleport. You're also pretty vicious. Your sneak attack is 10d6. You can add effects to your attacks, like poison them, knock them prone, blind them, or knock them out. Finally, you're a serious problem. You can spy on people, steal magic, create hallucinations, drive people insane, awaken fear within them, can bring forth an ally to fight with you, can heal in combat, and your total health taking the average is over 160 HP. Downside. Firstly, you're a quartercaster. You have limited spell slots because of this, having only a total number of 11. You also only have one 4th level spell slot, so you can either summon a camera or mimic. You have the Spellcaster's Curse with concentration spells. Finally, Wisdom is a high value target for spells, and yours is at -1. Thankfully, you still have +5 to your saves, so at least that's less stressful. Stalk your prey and unleash insanity upon them, and always remember this: you always come back. I'd like to give a special shout out to my Artificer tier. Thank you, Christopher R. Hunter, Java Squirrel, Daniel Saffler, and Adam. You guys rock. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon, where you can help decide next week's new character.